Good morning children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. This is biology session. You are watching Microbial World Part 4. Children, we have been discussing about the microorganisms, their habitat, their economic importance, isn't it? So far we have completed about fungi, algae, protozoa, bacteria. Okay. So, finally, the last but not least, that is virus. Okay. Let us know more about the virus in the today's class, okay, and also about the biofertilizers, how they are manufactured, what are their uses, okay, biological control methods, etc. we are going to discuss today. Are you ready children? Let us proceed. Viruses, these are much smaller than bacteria, or we can say these are the smallest microorganisms. Their size is ranging from 0.15 to 0.2 microns. They are not visible through a light microscope and can only be seen with the help of an electron microscope. The remaining microorganisms which we have studied, like bacteria, okay, algae, fungi, they are visible with the normal microscope, but viruses are so small, so we can't see with our naked eyes. We definitely require an electron microscope to study the viruses. Okay, they are of different shapes, different sizes. Okay. The viruses are so small that they pass through the fine pores of a clay filter that is used to separate bacteria from the substances in solution by filtration. Okay, normal water filters are there, no. From that also these viruses can easily pass through. So, that much small they are. Viruses are the infectious agents with both living and non-living characters. That is why these viruses are called the connecting link between the living and non-living. These viruses are alive when they are in the host. They are like crystal particles when they are outside the host. When they are outside the host, they are inactive. They are inactive. They are so small that even these bacterial filters also cannot filter these viruses. They are infectious agents with both living and non-living characteristics. You can also see the different types of viruses here. So, this is a HIV virus, this is a tadpole virus, this is adenovirus, okay, and this is a hepatitis virus, this is influenza virus, this is Ebola virus, and the bacteriophage virus. Okay. They are crystalline form when they are outside the host. They get the activated or they get the life when they are inside the host. Okay, children. Next, the living characteristics of viruses include the ability to reproduce, but only in living host cells, and the ability to mutate. They can undergo the mutations. Nowadays, we heard much about this coronavirus. So, this is a typical virus which is undergoing a lot of mutations, changing its structure, changing its shape. Okay. It is a genetic material. When they enter into the host, the virus get the grip over the host cell by manipulating the genetic material of the host. So, non-living characteristics include the fact, so living characters means only the genetic material and a protein coat over it, but non-living characteristics include the fact that they are not cells, have no cytoplasm or cellular organelles, and carry out no metabolism on their own, and therefore must replicate using the host cell's metabolic machinery. Okay, they use the host cell's metabolic machinery, means the genetic material. The virus get grip over the genetic material of the host cell and controls the host cells or kill the host cells. The viruses can infect animals, plants, and even other microorganisms like bacteria also. Okay, this particular virus, bacteriophage, the phage virus will attack bacteria. Zymophages will attack the yeast. Okay. Since the viruses lack metabolic machinery of their own and are totally dependent on their host cells for replication, they cannot be grown in synthetic culture medium. Okay, viruses cannot be grown in the synthetic culture medium. The size of the virus, if you take, the viruses are usually much smaller than the bacteria, with the vast majority being submicroscopic. While most viruses range in the size of 5 to 300 nanometers, in recent years a number of giant viruses including mimiviruses and pandoviruses with a diameter of 0.4 micrometers have been identified. The shape, a helical viruses consist of nucleic acid surrounded by a hollow protein cylinder or capsid and possessing a helical structure, helical, spring like. So, you can see here, okay, this is tadpole shaped virus. Next, the polyhedral viruses consist of nucleic acid surrounded by a polyhedral, means many sided shell or capsid, usually in the form of an icosahedron shape. Okay. So, this is a human immunovirus HIV cause disease AIDS, adenovirus which cause the cold, hepatitis B virus cause hepatitis, Ebola virus cause Ebola disease, influenza virus cause influenza. Okay. The economic importance of microbes. So, about the viruses, the antibiotics which we use may not have any effect on these viruses. There is only prevention for these viral diseases. Prevention is better than cure. So, these viral diseases can be prevented by only through vaccination. Okay. These vaccination is also, the vaccines are specific in nature, okay, for specific diseases, and these vaccines are manufactured from the dead and inactivated viruses are present in the vaccine. So, once they injected into the body, human body, so that they will get activated and the body gets stimulated and the antibodies are produced. Okay. So, economic importance of microbes, how microbes are useful. The microbes in household products every day, day to day, the microbes and their products are used in everyday life, like the production of curd, formation of duff, cheese, etc. Duff is fermented by the bacteria in making foods such as dosa and idli. Okay. The puffed up appearance of duff is due to the production of carbon dioxide during fermentation reaction. In bread making, duff is fermented using baker's yeast, Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Okay. And the microbes in industrial products there are many microbes are used to synthesize a number of products valuable to human beings in industries also. Example, beverages and antibiotics. Okay. Beverages means beer and other products. The antibiotics, variety of antibiotics are produced from these microbes. For industrial production, microbes are grown in very large vessels called fermenters. Okay. Antibiotics, for example, the term antibiotics was coined by Waxman 1942. The name antibiotic is derived from the Greek words agonist and the bios means life, anti means agonist, bios means life, which acts against the other organisms. So, together the meaning is against life with reference to the disease causing organisms. An antibiotic may act against the bacteria, kills the bacteria. So, these are the chemical substances produced by some microbes and can kill or retard the growth of other disease causing microbes. For example, penicillin, streptomycin, tetracycline, these are all the important antibiotics. The first antibiotic, penicillin, even the tetracycline is used for the treatment of plague. Okay. Many dreadful diseases can be controlled by these antibiotics. The diseases which are caused by only bacteria can be controlled by using these antibiotics. Nowadays, the powerful antibiotics are synthesized. Okay. Using biotechnology, and the next the chemicals, enzymes and other bioactive molecules. The microbes are being used for the commercial and industrial production of certain chemicals like alcohols, organic acids and enzymes. The other molecules which are functional in living systems or can interact with their components, they are called bioactive molecules. Okay, the molecules which are functional in living systems or which can interact with their components, they are called bioactive molecules. So, these bioactive molecules and the enzymes are very well established in biotechnology, and the microbes are also used in their production. For example, citric acid, it is produced from aspergillus, a fungus, lipases used in the detergent formulations. So, these are also helpful in removing any oil stains from the laundry. Statin, it is a bioactive molecule. Yeast, used as a blood cholesterol lowering agent. Okay, these are all the bioactive molecules. The microbes are also used in the sewage treatment, filtration. The sewage has to be treated in a sewage treatment plants in order to make it less polluting, okay, to reduce the toxicity of the water. The treatment of the wastewater is done by the heterotrophic microbes naturally present in the sewage. So, the microbes in the production of biogas. The biogas is a mixture of gases, but the major component is methane gas. It is produced by the microbial activity in digestion of biomass with the help of certain bacteria. The biogas is used as a fuel. The microbes are also used as a biological controlling agents. Biological nowadays actually usage of more chemical fertilizers and the chemical pesticides will disturb the environment, will damage the environment, the natural environment. which kill some useful insects like butterflies, honeybees, which are the natural pollinating agents which help in the pollination, naturally cross pollination. So, to avoid this damage, the biological control methods can be used. Biological control is used, it uses of the biological methods for controlling the plant diseases and pests. Microbes used for biocontrol reduce the target species, their population, through many ecological mechanisms, including pathogenism, competition, production of allelochemicals and other interactions. The important examples of the microbial biocontrol agents include Bacillus thuringiensis, Pseudomonas and Beauveria bassiana. Beauveria bassiana. The microbes as biofertilizers. You know, the chemical fertilizers are being used in increasing amounts in order to increase the output in high yielding varieties of crops. It has become most common because these chemical fertilizers, they give instant results. That is why the farmer prefer these chemical fertilizers, but the bad impacts of these chemical fertilizers not understood by uneducated farmers. Okay. So, to compensate these chemical fertilizers, biofertilizers has been introduced. However, due to the excessive pollution because of these chemical fertilizers, there is a pressure to shift to organic farming, okay, as we have studied in the lesson pollution. So, these chemical fertilizers will accumulate in the water bodies during the rains, they are washed into the water bodies and they stimulate the growth of algal blooms, okay, which will decrease the oxygen content in the water bodies and which may kill. This condition is called biomagnification. Okay. So, to avoid these effects of these chemical fertilizers, not only that, even excess usage of these chemical fertilizers can also make the soil abandoned, unfit for agriculture. They increase the salinity of the soil, okay, and makes the soil unfit for agriculture. Soil loses the fertility. Okay, to overcome this, nowadays organic farming has been introduced, which use biofertilizers. The biofertilizers are the organisms that bring about nutrient enrichment of the soil by enhancing the availability of nutrients to the crops. Okay. See, what are the uses of these biofertilizers? So, they improve the soil aggregate structure and they retain, so due to improvement in the soil aggregate structure, what happen, the soil structure changes and they retain the moisture and lock the nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, etc. Okay, they increase the microbial activity like rhizobium bacteria and other useful natural living free living bacteria are present in the soil. Okay. So, it also absorbs the residues of pesticides and heavy metals, okay, which is already the soil which is used as chemical fertilizers, they also will get degraded by these soil microbes by using these biofertilizers. Biofertilizers are the rich sources of even minerals and nutrients. Okay. The main sources of biofertilizers are bacteria. Rhizobium is a symbiotic bacteria, it is one of the bacteria, it is a symbiotic bacteria that lives in the root nodules of legumes. Legumes means like groundnut, peas, beans, bean family plants. Okay. What is their function? They fixes the atmospheric nitrogen into organic compounds, means they convert the atmospheric nitrogen into nitrites and nitrates. This is called nitrogen fixation. That is why These rhizobium bacteria are called nitrogen fixing bacteria. Another bacteria which is free living bacteria present in the soil like Azotobacter and Azospirillum. These two are free living bacteria which absorb the free nitrogen from the soil, air, and convert it into salts of nitrogen compounds like amino acids and enrich the soil nutrients. Okay. Next, fungi. Fungi, it also forms the symbiotic association with plants called as mycorrhiza, which absorbs the phosphorus from soil and pass it on to the plants. The many members of the genus Glomus form mycorrhiza. Okay. The plants with mycorrhizal association show other benefits also. What are they? Resistance of the root-borne pathogens, tolerance to salinity and drought, increase in plant growth and development. So, these are the three main advantages of the mycorrhizal association, the fungi. Okay. Resistance to root-borne pathogens, tolerance to salinity and drought, increase in plant growth and development. The next important microbes which are very useful, cyanobacteria. So, these are autotrophic microbes found in aquatic and terrestrial environments. Many of them fix the nitrogen. Example for the cyanobacteria, Anabina, Nostoc, Oscillatoria. Okay, these are cyanobacteria. In paddy fields, these cyanobacteria serve as important biofertilizers. So, blue-green algae also add organic matter to the soil. So, by adding that organic matter, they increase the fertility of the soil, obviously increase the yield. Okay. Hope you understood, children. So, nowadays these microbes are used in the agriculture by using the technology, biotechnology, okay, which increase the productivity without harming the environment. Okay, biological control methods. Hope you understood, children. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.